Once upon a time, there was a boy who seemed to have it all. He was born into immense wealth, a world where every desire was met before it was even spoken. His life was a tapestry woven with threads of comfort, security, and an almost unbelievable abundance. He lived in a grand mansion, ate the finest foods, and played with the most expensive toys. From the outside, his life looked perfect, a fairy tale come to life. But his father, a wise and thoughtful man, knew that something was missing. He saw that while his son was rich in possessions, he was poor in understanding. He decided it was time for a lesson, not one from a book or a tutor, but from life itself. So one sunny morning, he took his son on a journey far from their gilded cage, deep into the countryside, to stay with a family who had very little. A poor farmer, his wife, and their children. "We're going to live like them for a few days," the father explained as they arrived at a humble, weathered cottage. "No comforts," he said, gesturing to their simple surroundings. "No luxury, just real life." The boy, accustomed to his silk sheets and sprawling bedroom, looked around. Their new home for the next few days was a rustic barn, filled with the sweet smell of hay. There was no marble bathroom, only a clear, cool river that snaked through the nearby woods. There was no private chef, only simple, wholesome meals made from food they helped grow and harvest with their own hands. The days were spent not in structured lessons or scheduled activities, but in wandering. They explored dense, ancient forests where sunlight dappled through the leaves. They ran through vast, open fields that stretched to the horizon, chasing butterflies and feeling the earth beneath their bare feet. They helped the farmer tend to his animals and his crops, feeling the satisfaction of a day's honest work. At night, instead of retreating to their separate rooms to stare at screens, they would lie together on piles of hay in the barn, the doors wide open, gazing up at a breathtaking sky, a canvas of deep velvety black, splattered with a million brilliant stars, more than the boy had ever seen from his city balcony. Throughout this entire experience, the boy never once complained. He didn't miss his toys, his pool, or his comfortable bed. In fact, his father noticed something remarkable. The boy was smiling. A genuine, radiant smile that seemed to come from deep within his soul. He laughed with the farmer's children, he splashed joyfully in the river, and he looked at the world with wide, curious eyes. After several days had passed, it was time to return to their life of luxury. As their expensive car pulled away from the small cottage, the father looked at his son, feeling a sense of pride. He believed the lesson had been a success. "Well, my son," he asked, his voice full of satisfaction, "did you see how poor people live?" The boy, who had been quietly looking out the window, turned to his father. "Yes," he said softly. "And what did you learn?" The father pressed, expecting to hear about the hardships and the lack of material goods. The boy paused for a long moment, gathering his thoughts. Then he spoke, and his words were not what his father expected at all. "I learned a lot," the boy began, his voice clear and steady. "We have one dog at home. They have 4, who run and play with them all day. We have a swimming pool in our backyard that takes up a small space. They have a river that has no end, always flowing, always new. We have a small, manicured garden behind our walls. They have endless fields and forests to explore. We hang expensive imported lanterns on our balcony to see at night. They have the stars." The boy's eyes met his father's. "We build high fences around our property to feel safe and keep people out," he continued. "They don't need any fences. They have friends and neighbors who look out for each other. They are their fences." The father was stunned into silence. He had intended to show his son what it meant to be poor, but instead, his son was showing him a different kind of poverty. "Thank you, father," the boy said gently, placing a hand on his arm. "Thank you for showing me how poor we really are, and that, right there, is the heart of it all. True wealth is unmeasured by the balance in your bank account or the number of things you own. It's measured by the depth and richness of your experiences. It's not about the size of your house, but the love within its walls. It's not about the car you drive, but the journeys you take and the people you share them with. True richness is found in moments of connection, in the beauty of the natural world, in our shared humanity. It's a powerful reminder for all of us. In our relentless pursuit of more money, more status, more possessions, it's so easy to lose sight of what truly matters. We can become so focused on acquiring things that we forget to live. So let this story be a gentle nudge, a reminder to look up from our screens and see the stars, to value a conversation with a friend more than a new gadget, to find joy in the simple, free things that life offers us every single day. Don't become so rich in possessions that you become poor in spirit. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that aims to inspire and uplift. Until next time, take care and live richly.